Good morning and welcome back to our Portuguese homestead. In December we introduced a project that Maarten had been working on for a while, namely our new workshop. We have needed a better storage solution for a while now, as well as a dry place to work on the digger and the car when we need it. So in January we worked hard on finishing this project so that we can move on to other things. We started with a second layer of pallets to finish the walls.
Ja, oké, ik heb hem.
Moet ik omlopen nu?
Ja, loop maar om, dan kunnen we hem even verplaatsen.
Zeker weten?
Ja, ik heb hem.
Dat je het...
Perfect.
Working with pallets in this way can be a little challenging because they were not super straight because they were secondhand pallets. So we also have to take time to adjust things and get them as level as possible. But to be fair, it's not possible to get everything perfectly level because that's just not possible with pallets like this.
Working on putting a box around it. Hier een beetje je eigen paradijsje van maken.
Nice.
So the roof got delivered for our workshop, and we have to get it from the other side of the valley because the delivery guy couldn't get here. His car was already slipping and sliding on the other side, so we decided not to do it. The kids are very excited because they can be in the cart on the way there. I don't know if they realize that they have to walk back.
Auw, too fijn.
Is het pijn?
Ja.
Ach.
Laat hij hier vast. Yes.
Well, if you have a valley, you don't need a gym membership. Yeah, I'm out of breath. Let's load them up. Ik denk dat we er wel in passen. Maar natuurlijk gewoon een beetje zo in het midden leggen. En dan wordt dat.
Kom maar mij niet te veel aan. This is the moment that we realized that pushing the cart with the roof sheets on up the hill would be kind of impossible just because it's too heavy. So we just carried them the rest of the way, 2 at a time. This might look a little cumbersome to some, but for us it's just part of living somewhere hilly like this. Sometimes it's just not possible to get vehicles where you need them, so we have to carry stuff by hand. Part of working with pallets is taking them apart, which can be quite time consuming, but this way we can also use pallets that are not completely together anymore, and we can repurpose the planks for other things. Our favorite tools are a simple crowbar and a hammer. I do know that there are special tools for this job, but this method works for us. For this build, we wanted to use as much second-hand and free materials as we could get our hands on. Maarten helped a friend to take down a ruin, and in exchange he could get these eucalyptus beams that we can use for the roof. They're only a few years old, which means that they're very dry and they're still in great condition, so we were very excited to get our hands on these. So, we got our hands on some new for us beams that we're going to use in the shed, but again we could only get them delivered here. So now we're gonna pull them with the car, strap them in there, pull them. Should be okay. Famous last words.
Het is ook nieuwer hout. Oké, nog korter. Ja, sowieso wordt het niet nodig. Nou, dat is wel weer.
That worked?
Ja.
Ook meteen te sloten.
Tussenin.
To help preserve the parts of the wood that go into the ground, Maarten burned the bottom of the posts. He went over them a few times, brushing the soot in each time. There are some great videos on YouTube if you want to learn more about this method.
So the walls are up, and now what's left to do is to put in the opening, and we have to do that first because the roof needs to come onto that gate or opening, and because I'm not exactly sure, I know more or less how far these pallets are apart, but I know that these are not exactly straight and the top bit needs to fit on top of this. I figured let's put the poles up first and then just put the the beam over the top of it, flatten one side and just strap it all together. That should be fine. And it's just holding on a roof of tin plating. So.
Okay, so what can we do?
Yeah, the next step is to put them in. We treated the bottom bits by burning it, and that should be fine. And we don't let it touch the ground by adding rocks around it. So both on the bottom as well as on the sides, we're gonna put rocks so water can easily and air can move easily in and out, and that should leave them in a better state for longer. It will not be forever, but yeah, these are free. Let's go.
Ja. Okay, we made it so that this is flat, so it can fit on the beam. Here I turned off the camera for a bit because our method of getting the beam onto the posts was a little dodgy, and I do not want to give a bad example, but we did get the beam on there.
Good morning, everyone. We're continuing on the build. Yesterday we struggled putting this beam up. That's because it's very heavy, and halfway through my shoulder arm gave out, which was nice because you're standing on a ladder and with a heavy object. Great. But it's up, and yeah, kind of happy with it, the way it looks. And now the next step would be to put the end beam on the other side so that we have the pitch right, and then we can fit in the two other beams in the middle somewhere at the right height. That's the way I've decided to do this. Anyways, one step forward, and then the next step and the next step. We hope to get this done at some point.
One day.
Yep. Het wordt wel heel krap. Zo. Hij moet de andere kant op, dus hij moet naar jou gedraaid worden. Bo. Nog een schroef. So the one we put on is a little bit short. I thought they were all 5 meters, but apparently not all of them are. This is supposed to be 480, so I figured it will reach because it's 6 times 80, right? Yeah. So, but it's not. So now we have to figure this one out. Ja, 498. Zo, dat zou makkelijk moeten passen. Ja, maar is 493.
Okay, so the fun and also annoying thing about building with pallets is that it's always kind of a puzzle, but because they're not all perfect. We need to add a little bit more to these corners and the other one so that we can put on the beam. We'll see how far we get before Bo wakes up.
Het blok steekt een beetje, of het plak steekt een beetje uit over het blok. Klein stukje die kant op, kan dat? Zo. Zit ongeveer wel goed.
Oh, ik dacht we gaan hem overdwars doen.
Oh, nee. Nee, zo heb je rechtop staande plankjes, dus dan is die mooi. Kijk, en dan sluit je ook perfect daarbovenaan.
And here in the right hand corner you can see why we really need this shed. All these are things that we need.
Klaar? Top. Ik heb er 2 nodig.
Bobo, ik ben heel even bezig zoals je ziet.
Misschien een stukje die kant op.
Hoe bedoel je?
Nou, ik weet niet of we Er zal het zo hier voorbij zijn. Hoppa. Hopelijk kan het nog een klein beetje.
After getting the roof beams up, it was finally time to put on the roofing sheets. With the help of our friend and neighbor Nathan, we got this part done in a fun afternoon. She's fine actually. Yeah, I mean, if you talk to Tom for like 2 minutes, you know that's... That's bizarre. No?
Yeah. It's almost dead. Black and Decker. More like Black and Dying.
Okay, last plate going on.
As well.
It would have also come through the cannonball.
Sure. Yeah. Do you want to clean this from the underside first?
No.
What's this doing here? That's stupid, isn't it?
Well, you can get up there and just climb with the... If it's stable enough. I see it move a lot.
Let me stand on it.
Okay. Be a pivot. Okay, yeah, still move to the stick.
Nice.
There we are. Yeah, wow, that's the perfect overhang.
There we go.
Immediately bent it.
How we looking?
We're perfectly in line, I think. Cool.
Yeah, they're used to the digger, so.
Oh yeah, true. Funny if he knocks it down now, wouldn't it? Like a glove.
Nice.
I can work on my car in here. It fits. And what I would usually do is just turn around and have the front in there because the rest of the car doesn't need to be in there if I'm working on it. And then, but it fits.
It fits.
Yeah. If I'm a
Nicely.
bit more careful, I could even park something there and have space here.
Well, if you really want to, you can park a car on top of it.
Yeah.
Now that the shell is done, this project will go on to the back burner again. Over the next few weeks and months, we will add more cladding to the side, build tables and shelving for storage. So far, we've spent a little under 500 euros on this shed. That money mostly went to the tin roofing and many screws, but that's a pretty good deal in my book. For now, I do think it looks great and it will serve us really well.